Shohei Ohtani, the modern two-way baseball sensation, is already a legend of the sport with just 646 MLB games played. His run of mad form has also sparked serious unending debates. And now everyone's getting into the argument about who's the greatest player ever. It's just like sports shows and barbershop talks on steroids. But here's the deal, this ain't no easy chat. Ohtani's rise challenges the all-time greats, and that means squaring off against the legendary Babe Ruth. It's a big debate, and we gotta look beyond just stats. So hold on tight, folks. We're going to dig deep and see what makes these players so special. We'll find out the real story behind their greatness, and we will also settle the debate about who's the greatest among them. Get ready for an epic journey into baseball history, where Ruth and Ohtani will face off in a once-in-a-lifetime epic showdown for the GOAT title. Surely you don't want to snooze on this one, as you'll definitely get to know more than ever about these two baseball giants by the end of this video. Born on July 5, 1994, Shohei Ohtani emerged as the youngest of three children in his family. Obviously, baseball was in his blood from an early age, and it was evident that he was destined for greatness, as he always outshined other players on his teams. At just 17 years old, Ohtani was already hitting 99.4 miles per hour on the radar gun, a feat that caught the attention of scouts worldwide. Initially known primarily as a pitching prodigy in high school, it would soon be discovered that Ohtani was also a capable hitter. Many expected him to choose one path over the other, as is often the case with dual talents. However, Ohtani believed he could excel in both aspects of the game, and he set his sights on playing at the highest level of baseball on the planet, Major League Baseball. While most Japanese players pursue their careers in the Nippon Professional Baseball (NPB) League, Ohtani had a different dream. He wanted to become the first Japanese player to go straight from high school to Major League Baseball. No doubt, it was a bold decision to leave his country at such a young age, but Ohtani's heart was set on fulfilling his dream. Shohei Ohtani's journey to the Los Angeles Angels was marked by anticipation and uncertainty. With several MLB teams vying for his talent, he ultimately chose the Angels, carrying the weight of immense expectations as a dominant player from Japan. Of course, the doubters were plenty, but Ohtani was determined to prove his worth on both sides. Despite a right elbow UCL strain in his rookie year, Ohtani showcased his skills and earned the American League Rookie of the Year award. However, injuries plagued him in the following seasons, especially with a Tommy John surgery in 2018 and a knee injury in 2019. The 2020 season was also challenging, with injuries impacting his pitching and hitting performances. But then, the 2021 season was a game changer. Ohtani silenced his doubters, proving he could excel as a two-way player when healthy. With an impressive 46 home runs, 100 RBIs as a hitter, and a 3.10 ERA as a pitcher, he showcased his true potential and left fans in awe of his talent. In 2022, Ohtani's brilliance continued to shine with 34 home runs, 95 RBIs, and a remarkable 15-9 record with a 2.33 ERA as a pitcher. His outstanding numbers made him a top contender for the MVP award, finishing second in the voting and fourth in the Cy Young race. Notably, he became the first player in MLB history to be selected for the All-Star game as both a hitter and a pitcher. Now, this is quite an incredible story for the young superstar, but wait till you hear Babe Ruth's story. There's barely any OG baseball fan that does not know the story of this all-time MLB legend. And this is not surprising because we can safely say he led the era that modernized the way the game is played. George Herman Ruth Jr., or Babe Ruth, as most people know him, was nothing short of a force to be reckoned with during his playing days. Till today, it is still argued that he dominated the MLB in a way no other sportsperson has ever done in their sports. Not even Wilt Chamberlain of basketball or Pele and Maradona of soccer. Babe Ruth came into baseball when the game was transitioning from the small ball era to what we now know as the home run era. And it is safe to say he took charge and was in front of the hitting parade. With many outrageous numbers and records to his name, not to mention the magic 1927-60 homer season, this larger-than-life figure had cemented his place as the greatest of all time as far as baseball is concerned, almost never to be challenged again. Well, until Shohei Ohtani surfaced, and best believe it's a fierce rivalry. Let's start this battle by comparing their hitting stats, shall we? After all, even though Ohtani's career is still unfolding, their stat rates can give us a glimpse of how they match up, so let's break it down. Per 162 game averages, Ruth saw 688 plate appearances, while Ohtani has 660. Ruth boasts 186 hits, 33 doubles and 9 triples, whereas Ohtani holds 156 hits, 30 doubles and 6 triples. Also, in the home run department, Ruth smashed 46, while Ohtani has impressively recorded 39 so far. As for their averages, Ruth stands at 342, while Ohtani is at 272. Ruth's on-base percentage, OBP, is an astonishing 474, compared to Ohtani's solid 358. And in slugging, Ruth's 690 is a force to be reckoned with, while Ohtani sits at 548. Diving deeper into their stat rates reveals more insights. And here, Ruth's home run percentage is 6.7%, just slightly higher than Ohtani's 5.9%. Ruth's strikeout percentage is low at 12.5%, while Ohtani's is 26.2%. However, Ohtani outshines Ruth in walk percentage with 11.6% against Ruth's 7.8%. It is also worth mentioning that Ruth's incredible career slash line of 342, 474, 690 is among baseball's all-time greats. Ohtani's 272, 358, 548 line is impressive too, but it's vital to recognize the era differences and the challenges they faced with different pitchers. Now, this brings us to the next stats we need to compare, their pitching stats. Over his career, Ruth participated in 163 games, starting in 147 and amassing an impressive 1,221 innings pitched. Plus, his opponent's batting average, BAA, was a stellar 222, which is an astounding 110 points lower than the MLB average of 332. Ruth's OPS allowed of 571 is equally impressive, standing 260 points lower than the MLB average of 831. Moreover, the Sultan of SWAT allowed only 9 home runs and boasted a fantastic 2.28 ERA. On the other hand, Ohtani's been showcasing his two-way prowess as a full-time starter and designated hitter for the past 2 seasons. In 79 games, all of which he started, he pitched 445.0 innings. His BAA is an outstanding 200, which is also an impressive 47 points lower than the MLB average of 247. Plus, his OPS against is an impressive 608, which is 123 points lower than the MLB average. In all of these, it is also crucial to note that Ohtani's career isn't over yet, and he is most likely to set more impressive records with time. When it comes to positioning, we must admit that Babe Ruth was primarily an outfielder, dazzling fans with his graceful fielding and powerful arm. His presence in the outfield was legendary, and he was known for his ability to cover ground and make incredible catches. On the other hand, Shohei Ohtani spends most of his time as a designated hitter when he's not on the mound. As a DH, Ohtani focuses solely on his hitting prowess, allowing him to fully dedicate himself to unleashing those impressive swings and delivering awe-inspiring home runs. While both players are renowned for their two-way abilities, their positions on the field highlight their unique talents and contributions to the game. Ruth's outfield brilliance and Ohtani's DH dominance showcase how two players can approach the game differently and still make a lasting impact that always leaves baseball fans astonished. Recently, we were all in awe as Shohei Ohtani shattered another of Babe Ruth's records. No doubt, last May was an absolute marvel for baseball fans, as we witnessed this Japanese phenom not only slam his 15th home run, but also unleash a jaw-dropping hit that soared an impressive 493 feet, marking the longest of his career yet. At this point, we can safely say that Ohtani's arrival in the league has been extraordinary, with a string of awe-inspiring numbers that have totally smashed everyone's expectations. While it's a tall order to match Babe Ruth's remarkable batting numbers over his career, Ohtani is blazing a trail to come astonishingly close. His mastery on the mound is genuinely something to behold, and there's no denying that he's on a trajectory to etch his name among baseball's all-time greats. It is becoming even clearer that, if he continues on this trajectory, Ohtani might just be snatching the GOAT title for himself before long.